It is time now for the Peter Channel News Report on this Monday afternoon, February 8th, 2016. Good afternoon, buddy. I am Peter Wiggins. I have 12 noon news lines here on this Monday afternoon here. And on top story here at 12 noon here on this Monday is Santa Clara, California, where it sure seems like Peyton Manning's son, especially the way he is so pensive, so appreciative living in a Super Bowl 50 championship as if he were a spectator like the rest of us. On the eve of the New Hampshire presidential primaries, a new CNN polls finds both Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders are holding substantial leads in their respective races. But each faces an opponent whose support is on the rise. Beyonce's Black Power salute in the Super Bowl halftime show divided people, some praising her sense and others, like former Mayor Rudy Giuliani of New York City, slammed her. They want to see a woman president, but they aren't sold on Hillary Clinton. Really? But they just love Bernie Sanders more. Washington. Facing pressure from Republicans and some in his own Democratic Party to act strongly and Zika, President Barack Obama will ask the U.S. to seek a $1.8 billion in emergency funds for Zika virus. Survivors pulled out from building 2 days after Taiwan quaked. Moscow. It was the largest city in Syria before the war, and for years has been a main rebel stronghold. Now a defining battle is looming for Aleppo. Thousands of detainees have been killed while in custody of the warring parties in Syria for the past 4.5 years, while thousands have been held by the government, beaten to death, or dying from torture and anti-government groups. The U.S. has opened the door to parking a ballistic missile defense system on North Korea to a move that could reshape North Asia's security landscape. Istanbul, 27 migrants and refugees drowned on Monday after the boat sank while trying to reach a Greek island, Turkey's Coast Guard said. In Seoul, North Korea has recently launched an Earth observation satellite could be met with a U.S. response involving a strategic bombers, a South Korean analyst said. Moscow, 7 suspected Islamic State militants planning terrorist attacks in Russian cities were arrested, Russia's Federal Security Bureau said on Monday. New York, UN Security Council considering sanctions against North Korea by China and Russia, training carefully on embargoes that could hurt the economy. Chennai, India. A fallen meteorite killed 1 person, injuring 3 others, and left a 4-foot deep crater in a junior school in India. Jerusalem. A dramatic rescue took place in Israel while a 14-year-old boy dangled from a bridge after a truck overturned and fell on narrow supporting beams. Look at news around the country. Here, a runner died after starting a Krispy Kreme challenge rally at North Carolina State University, tradition in which thousands come out for a 5-mile race and donut feast to help raise money for although children's also race organizers said. Thousands of volunteers will fan out across New York City on Monday for the city's annual one-night count of homeless people living on the streets. The Wrecking New York City police officer was shot and killed and an unarmed man in the stairwell of a Burkinazer project testified on Monday that he drew his weapon because of the foreboding and dangerous environment and he mistakenly fired the gun. A Montgomery County, Pennsylvania man was arrested for allegedly dragging a police officer with his vehicle during a routine traffic stop in Overbrook. Washington, in a Super Bowl prediction revealed Monday, President Barack Obama chose the Carolina Panthers to win. And he, along with myself, did not. Peterborough, New Hampshire. Ted Cruz saying women to sign up for the draft for potential military combat. It's not had the heated Republican showdown in the New Hampshire primaries. San Pedro, California. 2 bodies were recovered from a suspected mid-air crash of 2 small planes off the coast of San Pedro, California. Los Angeles. A California doctor was sentenced to 30 years in life in prison for the overdose death of about 3 of her patients. In January, Chipotle announced that it will close 2,000 North American stores for a 4-hour all-hands meeting on February 8th. That day has come, and a lunch break without burritos, tacos, and quesadillas looms for the chain's remaining fans. Chesapeake Energy Corporation said it has no plans to seek bankruptcy protection for dismissal report that wiped out half the U.S. natural gas drill's value. Wall Street has had another rough day as the Dow is about 350 points late morning trading amid a fresh slide in oil prices began. The key $30 per barrel market consumer fears about slowing global growth. FDIC year first. 300 index stumbles over 3%. Deutsche Bank top fall among big banks. Energy stock shares track weaker oil prices up. The stock market reported in a little bit. Haifa, Israel. Elbit Systems unveiled Seagull's new highly autonomous multi-mission unmanned surface vehicle system for maritime and anti-submarine warfare. New York crude oil prices moved lower in early Monday trading after OPEC members offered a few cents of lower production to elevate the lingering glut. Mexico City. Ankara, an unmanned aerial vehicle designed by Turkish Aerospace Industries, completed its debut flight mission. Ancient human ancestor Australopithecus probably couldn't chew hard foods. As we reported recently, NASA's Joan Probe has just performed an entry burn that begins a 51 million mile journey toward the largest planet in our solar system, Jupiter. A federally funded study published Thursday after that the Southwest is moving into the dry climate where droughts will be more frequent. Rio de Janeiro, across Latin America, countries with some of the most restrictive abortion laws in the world, thousands of pregnant women have been infected with a Zika virus, potentially exposing their offspring to the same birth defects. A recent study suggests that simple thing is much more important than maintaining a low BMI. If your doctor has ever had it, you have a high body mass index, you may have a reason to seek a second opinion. According to latest studies, the vaccine for whooping is not that efficient as DDAP vaccine was developed to protect children against pertussis and is mandatory for all children that attend middle school. There seems to be a never-ending stream of research reports about attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, the most common diagnosed neurobehavior disorder in the U.S. Peter Challenge News Time, 12:06, and it is time now for a stock market report on this Monday. Still waiting. Yep. All right, let's move it on to sports here, where the New York Knicks have fired head coach Derek Fisher after a 5-game losing streak that left the team 1-9 in its last 10 games. ESPN's Ramona Shelburne and Ian Begley first reported the firing. Panthers offensive coordinator Mike Shula sat down and interviewed podium at a little before 11 p.m. and began a card assessment of an evening 24-10 loss to the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 50. Buffalo Bills running back LaShawn McCoy was involved in an altercation with 3 off-duty police officers this past weekend in Philadelphia, according to multiple reports. Cleveland Browns head coach Hugh Jackson on the entire organization are worried about Johnny Manziel, hope to help him any way possible during the last month with the team, according to Cleveland. Peter Challenger's time is now 12:09 p.m. here on this Monday, 8th of February, here in we're going to try to even take a look at the stock market report, but if that doesn't load up, well, CNBC's webpage is not available. Uh-oh. All right, let's move it on to traffic here at 12:10.
Sorry about that. Come on, how do I shut this off? Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, 1.5 inches of snow at 11:55. Oh, I gotta start you. Hold on, I might help you out with stocks to Bloomberg business. If I have it in this phone. Uploaded.
And now look at traffic here, and look at this. Eastern Massachusetts highways are slow go. 6 is slow from Sagamore all the way at the Orleans. Highways in Rhode Island are slow go. Worcester County highways are slow go. Connecticut, 95 East New Haven down through the Rhode Island border, it's slow. 395 is slow from New London all the way at the Massachusetts border. I-84 is slow east of Hartford and not to Sturbridge. I-84 is also slow from Middlebury down to Denbury. I-95 is slow from New Haven down for Stamford here. So if you are traveling on highways and byways around this area, you need to take extra time and wait until you get up. If you don't, stay inside and stay safe. 101 on the westbound side, it's a little slow after Route 95 in Hampton. Route 3 on the northbound side, a little slow up in the Nashua, New Hampshire here. But otherwise, northern New England highways are looking good here on this Monday.
Where on school at 12. They're going to.
Okay, take a look at MBTA alerts here at 12:13 here. Green Line D, passengers may experience minor delays today, February 8th between Chestnut Hill and Reservoir due to signal problems caused by Friday's storm. Silver Line also took snow in effect a minute 88 Franklin Pier Connect at Northern Avenue. And Mattapan and Trolley, we are monitoring weather conditions are operating regularly scheduled service reaches at T. As please monitor the MBTA for updates here. For the commuter rail, it's looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good.